By morning, the storm had vanished, but the fear it left inside me remained. I barely slept after returning from the forest. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that rotten hand pushing through the earth beneath the listening tree. I still heard that whisper crawling inside my ears. Finally, you can hear us. I told myself it was only a nightmare, a trick of darkness and thunder. But deep down, I knew the truth. Something in that forest had spoken to me, and worse, it knew my name. The village woke early as usual. Women carried clay pots toward the river. Men sharpened farming tools beneath the rising sun. Children chased goats through muddy paths while smoke rose from cooking fires. Life continued, as if spirits had not whispered from the ground only hours before. I walked through the village carefully, avoiding eye contact. My stomach growled painfully. We had no food left in the hut except dried cassava peels. The scent of roasting yam drifted through the air, making the hunger worse. Then I heard laughter, cruel laughter. Well, look who survived the storm. It was Jabari, the blacksmith's son. Tall, broad-shouldered, always surrounded by boys who copied everything he did. He leaned against a wooden fence chewing sugarcane while the others grinned behind him. The ghost boy, another boy mocked. I kept walking. That was my mistake. Running would have been easier. Kofi, Jabari shouted loudly. Tell us what the spirits said last night. More laughter erupted. Some villagers turned to watch. Others shook their heads and walked away, like they didn't want trouble near them. I tightened my fists. I don't speak to spirits, I muttered. Oh, really? Jabari smirked. Then why does everyone hear you talking to yourself? The boys laughed harder. I hated when they did that, because sometimes they were right. Sometimes I did whisper back to the voices without even realizing it. A cold breeze brushed past me. Then I heard it again, soft, invisible, right beside my ear. He lies. I froze instantly. The voice was different from the one in the forest. This one sounded old, weak, like an old man struggling to breathe. Jabari noticed my expression change. See, he laughed. Look at his face. He's hearing them again. Mad boy, spirit child. The words hit harder than stones, because they followed me everywhere. Ever since father disappeared years ago, people had looked at me differently. They said strange things happened around our family. Animals dying near our hut, voices heard at night, shadows moving where nobody stood. Then, after father vanished into the forest and never returned, the whispers started. At first, I only heard them in dreams, then near rivers, then near graves. Now, I heard them almost everywhere. Your father walks with us, the voice returned suddenly. I turned sharply. Nobody there, only villagers staring. My breathing quickened. Not now, please, not now. Kofi? A softer voice interrupted the panic. I looked up. Nala stood near the market baskets holding medicinal herbs against her chest. Unlike the others, she wasn't laughing. Her eyes carried concern instead. You look sick, she said quietly. Before I could answer, Jabari stepped forward. Careful, Nala. His spirit friends may follow you home. The boys burst into laughter again, but Nala didn't smile. She stepped closer to me instead, and for the first time all morning, the voices disappeared. You should ignore them, she whispered. Easy for her to say. People listened when Nala spoke. Her grandmother was the village herbalist. People respected her family. Mine, we were simply the poor family everyone avoided. Suddenly, an old woman carrying water stopped beside us. The moment she looked at me, her smile vanished. She grabbed a protective charm hanging from her neck. Then she quickly crossed to the other side of the road. Others began to do the same, avoiding me, whispering, staring. I heard fragments. That boy brings bad luck. His father was cursed. The forest follows him. Fear spread through the crowd like smoke, and I realized something terrible. The villagers were no longer just mocking me. They were becoming afraid of me. Then came the scream. A goat suddenly burst between two huts, shrieking wildly. People jumped back in panic. The animal ran directly toward me. Its eyes were wide with terror. Foam dripped from its mouth. Then, without warning, it collapsed at my feet.